Hello and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, then hi. I've 3D printed this frog mutant thing with hands. I know it's a character from somewhere. Do I know where that somewhere is? No. So if anybody does know, you can let me know in the comments, cause, well, brain fart. I am going to apologise right now, but you're going to watch me paint this and paint this and paint it some more. I'm putting the first coat of black on, but first coat? No, the only coat of black, because I want the black to be a base for the lighter colours that's going on top. And I'm just quickly shoving paint on, no rhyme or reason to it, just covering it all in one base. I am going to alter this frog, and by the title, Dr Freckle, I kind of hope you're going to guess what he's going to be. And I'm going to tell you now, I had fun making this. Oh my god, I had fun with this. I also glued my fingers together, and I glued myself to the frog, and well, just glue. That's all I'm saying. Super glue. One day I will learn to wear something on my fingers, because I don't feel the glue on my fingers until I can't move my fingers. Because obviously I've got bad hands and I've got neuropathy in my fingers, so I struggle to hold on to things. You'll notice at some point in here that I have to kind of squish my hand around because I've been holding it in a silly position for too long. Yeah, arthritis and that thumb thing, I can't remember what it's called right now. My hands are a pain in the bum, and I've been working with clay, so you know, that don't help. But yeah, I'm painting my first coat on, and I'm going to use a different set of greens, a light green, a dark green, a yellow, a white, to give different tones and shades, so the bumps on his body really show up. See, my hand went there, and of course I'm covered in paint already, and I just want to make sure that I can cover every little nook and cranny, get right into the little dimples and umps and hollers, so it's all completely and utterly black. And if you notice, my hand says JD. I was in a chat and I completely forgot I was supposed to have done something for JD, and I forgot to do it. So I thought, if I write his initials on my hand, I'll remember. Did I remember? No. Took me another day, I think. So yeah, even my mobile diary didn't work. Ah, dear. So this is going to be nearly done, this black coat, and I need to do something with them butterflies. I will do a video on them actually, because I have done something that I think is quite cute, a bit sweet, something simple. So that's my first coat done. I've got to wait for it to dry, obviously. So now I'm putting on my darker green, just to highlight them umpy bumps. And there is going to be about 20 minutes of video missing from this, because guess what numpty forgot to press the button? I looked up, went to go and switch it off, and thought, wait, why is that recording? It's supposed to be stopping. Oh, okay. I just got completely engrossed in what I was doing and hadn't realised I weren't recording. We've all done it. We'll all do it again. At least this time I've got the microphone on. Hold on. Yeah, it's on. It's on. Oh dear. Good grief. But can you see how the bumps are coming up now? He looks all very warty. I like him. I have no idea what this character's from. I love it. I remember to try not to touch too much of the paint, because I don't want to get my handprints everywhere, my fingerprints, or take the paint off. On 3D prints, it's much better to do a dry brush. And now I'm going in with a lighter colour. So look, I'm being very awkward. Now, I put the lighter colour underneath his belly, not because of the light, but because I wanted his belly to be a lighter colour. But the rest that I'm going to put on is going to be for highlighting. So you'll see me like quickly sweep across, dab here and there and wiggle it across the paintbrush. And I don't add any water to this. And this light green is really thick. It's a more expensive paint. It's the stuff that I found that I'd been given years ago that's still actually a decent. I expected them all to be hard and not being able to be used and be thrown. I think I threw about 3 tubes. That was brilliant. So yeah, it's good paint. I don't need a lot. And that paint palette thing there, it's one of them wet boxes. Oh God, I've saved no end of paint. No end. So I take it out of there, dab it on the mat so I could make it more drier, to make it drier to use. Oy, oy, oy. But yeah, the humps and hollers, the bumpy warts are coming up nicely now, and you can still see the tones of the other green. Now I've just added a bit of yellow, just so I can add a bit more depth. So a little bit more to the bumps, make them a bit more raised. And it's looking so good. And highlight the bits that stick out, like the eyebrows. He hasn't got eyebrows, but you know what I'm trying to say. And the sides of the legs where the light would hit, and just on the brow of his nose, and just the tip of his lips. And you know, while I'm saying this, I'm actually pointing to each part of my face. Like when I said eyebrows, I'm pointing to eyebrows. Ugh. Now, I've used acrylic pens to paint the eyes, a red, then an orange, and a slight dab of yellow, just to give like a fiery, angry look, and a bit of red inside his mouth. And this is the white that I'm using now to really highlight where the light would come in. So it would hit the bumps, it would hit the sides, tip of the nose. And I'm still doing it. I'm still touching my nose to tell you where my nose is. Oh my God, you can't see me. Oh, it is now, let's see, 1 o'clock in the morning. And I've been putting this bit off and putting it off and thinking, I'm going to have to do it at some point. The video's got to be up tomorrow. Sorry, today. So now I'm using a pen just to make his eyes. I want him to look a bit nasty, a bit evilly looking, because his what's that word? He's changing. There we go. I can't say the word. My brain just won't say it. I know what the word is. I know what the word means. Can I say it? No. Metamorphosis. No. Like I said, changing. There we go. And now I'm just putting the life dots in his eyes. And I think I've gone a bit too close together, but it works. And the paint job is not the only thing I'm going to do to him. Because if you've noticed, I've not used super glue yet. No super glue yet. No sticking my fingers to everything in sight. Or setting fire, because some of that super glue kind of made a smoky smoke. But nothing actually set on fire. I think it was just reacting with the wipes. So, this is hair. Now that hair is from a doll, a blonde doll. I'll show you a brown-haired doll. And I'm now going to try and make a hat, a top hat. And I try all sorts to see what size it's going to be. I'm thinking, no, that's too big. I need something smaller. What am I going to use? So I've got these little bottles out of them Miniverse things, and that was just the right size. Perfect, in fact. So I cut it down to size, and this is where I'm reaching out to get some tape and some glue, and I've got this Yoo-hoo glue, which is not bad on paper. It's not good for anything else, really. So I wrap that round, and then I use some tape to make sure it stays down. because otherwise it's just going to unravel and it's no good. So that's just to hold it down. But I leave that on anyway, it's not going to make a big difference. It's getting painted. And now I'm thinking about the size of the circle I'm going to need. So I draw that one, and I'm looking around to see if there's anything I can find that's going to fit it. Because I've put this far too close to the edge and it's not enough, so I take 2. I'm still doing it far too close to edge. This is a trick from school. Always work towards the edge, you save the rest of your paper. But I tried 3 different sizes, and in the end, I think this is the one I go with. But like I said, I tried it 3 different sizes. See, that one's just too big. It's way too big. And when I put the hat bit on, yeah, it's just not right. So I'll go with the second one, and I'm going to cut it out, and inside the circle in the middle, I'm going to cut it and snip little triangles into it, like teeth, so then you can bend it and then pop it inside the hat to stick it down. Now you will see me, well, I'll cut it down, but then you will see me go from trying my best to get it in to all of a sudden it's done, because that's the time I forgot to press record, because I'm a pit. But I think I try and put the hair on first. No, I don't. I cut this bit first, and I'm using the back of my coaster, because the last time I cut on this purple mat, I cut through it, because of course blades cut through silicone. I just didn't think, because I'd get completely stuck in what I'm doing. So yeah, I'm putting the triangles up and folding them back a bit, so then they'll fit inside the cylinder. And this bit is a bit tricky, because I think I go too far back with some of them. But it works out eventually. I mean, I don't want it to look perfect, because he's supposed to have just come out of his clothing. He's in a metamorphosis. Oh, I'm still saying it wrong. Metamorphosis. Metamorphosis, there we go. Oh, blooming heck, that took way too long. And that's not because I'm tired, because, well, I am tired, but that's just my brain. My brain does not work. Not like a normal human being. But yeah, I'm trying to glue this down. I'm thinking, how am I going to get this to stay on? I'm using my little pokey tool just to try and force it to stay up the sides. And then I remember I've got this light, and it fits perfect. It's brilliant. So yeah, I just have to wait for that to settle. So I'm going to make the top now the same size as the bottom circle. So I need that one. So I've got a base of the top, and then I just cut round it, because I don't want it too big, not like the bottom, because I'm still going to snip, but it's a top, not a bottom. Does that make sense? Did in my head, kind of. Then again, whatever does make sense in my head must be weird. So, yeah, I'm snipping all the way around, little tiny snicks, right up to the line. And then what I'll do is I'll bend it. So then I've got enough to put inside the top of the hat. This is, like I said, this bit is the bit that's tricky. If I'd have thought on, I should have made the hat top and bottom first, and then made the cylinder to fit, because then I could have glued across. Oh yeah, I could have done. See, hindsight's 2020. But like I said, it didn't matter, because I am just doing this to make it look battered. So it works. It's just I faff too much. I faff way too much. But oh, there's my subscribe button, look. Yee. So if you want to subscribe, that'd be great. If you like it, give me a thumbs up. Please leave me a comment, especially if you know what this blooming frog's from, because I ain't got a clue. And now I'm gluing on the hair. Obviously super glue, but I can't get into the super glue because the super glue's stuck. and my hands are rubbish. So there's my 20 minutes missing, and there's my hair, and I did him a little goatee beard, and I'm just showing you that that's the hair I used, but off a blonde-haired doll, and I just painted it dark green and black, and I think it came out really sweetly creepy. So I'm going to paint the hat black, and then I'm going to use whatever's left on the paintbrush on the mat to make some material on the white, because, well, why waste them? And I need clothes that I want to rip up, and I don't have any material like that. Not that I want to just waste. So it works a treat. So not only have I made bedding, so if you watched yesterday's video, Thursday's video, yes, yesterday's, you'll see how I made sheets out of a floor wipe, which is what this is, it's a floor wipe. So now all I need to do is just keep washing my brush and washing the mat and giving it a good scrumple round. I do love that word, scrumple. It's my new favourite word. And now I'm going to cut it into strips when it's dry, because I've got to dry it first. And I'm using my heat gun, and I'm making sure I'm picking up all that black off the top. And when it's dry, I'm going to cut all of the bits up, and that'll be done. Because then I'll be ready to assemble to make the shirt and the shorts. I was going to do full trousers, but then I thought, well, if I keep putting more and more material on, I'm going to lose most of the frog. And here's me, look, trying to stick his beard out of the shirt. And this is not where I glue my fingers together. You'd think I would here, but I don't. It worked quite well. And every now and again you'd see a little puff of smoke, and I have to blow it away because I don't want to breathe that in. And I just kept thinking, I wonder what it is. Well, obviously the floor wipes, they must have some sort of chemical in them. So this is what I'm doing with making the collar, but I'm hanging the bits of shirt from it. So it looks like he's been ripped out of his shirt. A bit like Hulk. And I'm doing him some cuffs. So then I can attach some of the material to the cuffs. And also so then I don't lose what I'm doing. Because it is supposed to look like a shirt. Well, it's no good if it don't look like a shirt without the cuffs. I also make him a little black tie out of packing tape and some of the waste card that I've been using up, and so I've put a few strips on. I think I put about 5 strips on, and in no time they dry, and I'll twizzle them a bit and give them a good fettle round just to make sure I'm getting them into the right places, and then I'll be making his shorts. Now, I do give him some dignity. He does have the strip of the trousers left in the right place. He's not flashing or anything like that. He's a good boy. But yes, this is my rendition of Dr. Jekyll. And I think it's absolutely gorgeous. I just love him. Oh! I mean, I know it's kind of a bit of a cheat because I've done a 3D print, but I've not left him how he should have been. So, yeah, he says. My husband found him actually. He says, "Have you seen this?" And I went, "Oh, I want that. I need that." And he was like, "What for?" I went, "That's going to be my new Froggy Friday." He says, "But it's not just a frog." I went, "Exactly. He's not just a frog." And I knew as soon as I saw him, he had to be Dr. Freckle. Definitely Dr. Freckle. I put a great waistband round so I can hang his trouser strips from him. And it glues really nicely onto this. It's great. I don't know if there's it's because of the reaction with the super glue and the white, but it's brilliant straight away, just like that. So I don't want light pieces, I want darker pieces, because I want it to contrast compared to the shirt. And I just sort of tuck that bit in as though it's actually in his short waistband. Because obviously he's a dapper gentleman, and he would have his shirt tucked in, and he would have his tie on, and as Dr. Hyde, of course. But then Jekyll had come out, and it's like, woohoo. Actually, is it Dr. Jekyll and Hyde that way round, or is it the other way round? Why has my brain just decided to fart? Oh, I'm going to have to find this out now, because my brain does not function. I'm sure he turns into Jekyll. Does he? I'm sure he does. Anyway, going back to this. Oh yeah, and I've got links in the description box for Into Resin and Beebee Craft. So if you want anything, there's a 10% on Beebee Craft, and there's a 20% on Into Resin, I think. I can't remember. I don't even know if it's the right link. It's probably not, knowing my luck. But I applied. They said yes. So there. So now I'm just doing the finishing touches to my shorts, making sure they're all stuck, and now it's time for the hat. And I think the hat just makes him absolutely gorgeous. So if you like what you see, oh, I forgot to put his band on. Please give me a like and thumbs up, comment, share if you like, and I'll leave you some pictures. Oh, I forgot this bit. I'll glaze his eyes because they need to shine. They just need to shine. And I also make his hat shiny too, and his mouth, because, well, why not? It just needs that bit extra. So now I'm really going to go and say thank you very much for subscribing. You're all wonderful, and I got to 700 the other day, and it's still going up, and I'm so happy. And I can't wait to see how far I can get this year, because last year was slow, but I've made lots and lots of good friends, and I've met some nice people through this, and it's been great. So keep on going, peoples. I like it. I like it a lot to say I hate people. I don't think I'm doing too bad. Thank you very much, everybody. So I shall see you all next time, and don't forget to look for the pictures, and I shall see you next time, like I just said. Bye bye.
Shadows light a thing, Goth unicorn with a blackened wing. Happy she dances under moonlit nights, creating beauty, spurring on delight. Her hooves tap softly to the softest bells, crafting wonders in her sacred spells. From threads of